vlog part 2 because on YouTube it only let me go for 3 minutes. So I tried my phone and my phone told me I had to make more space, so that I deleted all my photos, and eventually I finally got on here again. I realized the first vlog was kind of dumb, so I'm not going to talk about cell phones and technology. So I'm going to talk about me, a little bit about myself, I guess, because vloggers want to, and people who are viewing want to know who they're listening to. So, my name's Jack, as I said in my previous video. I guess I'm going to start off saying that I was adopted at the age of 8 months. It's pretty early, but I'm glad that I got put into a home when I did, with people that care about me. When I grew up, I was attending a Christian academy because my parents were Christians, and I went to church every Sunday, and I helped out with the productions there and acting and stuff. Grade 7, I went to public school for the first time, and that was a kind of scary situation. Not gonna lie, because leaving a Christian academy and going to a public school is a whole different world, and people don't really realize it. So, grade 7 to 8 I was in middle school, and then I went to high school, which was a whole other world as well, because high school, it's like survival of the fittest pretty much. You're pretty much in a jungle, trying to figure out who you are, where you fit in, where you're going to go in the world, who likes you, who doesn't like you, who's the most popular, who isn't. Like, even my school said that, they're like, oh, we don't have that, but we had cliques like every other high school. We had the jocks, and we had the cheerleaders, and we had the quiet kids, and we had the computer nerds, and it was awesome though, because in our high school we had a lot of diversity. And then I graduated last year from high school, and now I'm kind of just trying to figure out my life the best that I can. I want to kind of become famous, but whose dream isn't that, to become famous and let everyone know who you are? But like, honestly, I just want to become famous because I like acting. That's what I do. I'm an actor, I'm a performer. I like making people laugh. If I can say a story that will touch somebody, then I want to do that so it can make a change. I also, a few years ago, was an award-winning public speaker. I spoke at middle schools, and I spoke at the World Suicide Prevention Center, and I spoke at the YMCA and stuff like that. And I won the YMCA Peace Award, which was given to me because I stood up for a lot of gay kids, but it wasn't even just that, it was just kids in general. I came up with a project called the Live Project, which was talking about loving yourself for who you are and inspiring change in your personality, inspire to have a variety of friends and stuff in your friend groups and empowering one another. So all together it's spelled out Live, and that's why I got my award. But you see, after that, I kept getting asked to speak in classes and speak to kids about the Live Project. And so one class at high school I was asked to speak at, the teacher's like, hey, can you speak for me and talk about bullying and stuff? Because in high school, I was bullied a lot for my sexuality, for who I was. I would wear high heels and makeup and stuff at school, and I thought it was okay because that's who I am, but I guess other kids didn't really see it like that. So I went into the class, but instead of doing the Live Project like I usually do, I created Survivor, which, yeah, Survivor is a TV show and stuff, but this one was different. This was telling kids about surviving life and how to get through the rough times no matter what or how hard it is. Because even though I seem like a happy person and I'm always a go-getter and I seem to have a smile on my face a lot, even if you go check my Instagram, which is JackFrost237, or my Facebook, I'm still smiling in a lot of pictures there. Some of them you can see how down I am, but that's the great thing about a photo or a video or something. It's a moment in time that's kept so that you can go back and see how you actually feel and see how things are. So as I said, I talked to the class about surviving because I was adopted, I was abused, I had a lot of bad things happen to me in the past, and a lot of people say to me, how, Jackson, are you still here? How do you stay so happy? And I thought it was just because, I don't know, it was my personality, but no, the things that happened in my past made me a lot stronger. And so for my part two of my vlog, instead of talking about cell phones and technology, I want to talk to you guys about how much it honestly does get better. You might not seem it at the time, but if you let things play out, you can see that there are people there who care about you and who love you and who want the best for you no matter what the circumstances. I was also in the hospital last year dying, actually, of a sexual transmitted disease, and people are like, oh, you're dying, you were dying, you're being dramatic, but it was true. My liver levels, like your regular liver levels, are usually like high, like 70s, 80s, something like that. And mine were like 5 and 9, so I was legit shutting down. And through that and the stress, I just couldn't do it. I was like, man, like, this is rough. I would pray all the time, be like, Lord, just take this away. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't want to do this, but if I have to let go, I will let go. And I spent nights in the hospital just thinking about the pain I was going through and being like, man, like, this is crappy. I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy. Like, and so then a few days after, they looked at me and they're like, you're completely healed. We don't understand how. We don't know where it came from, but do you have nothing left in you? And like hepatitis C and syphilis is supposed to kill you. And I survived it. And I was like, what the heck? What do you mean? And they told me that like, you pretty much like, it's like you healed yourself pretty much because this stuff isn't supposed to go away. And I had a CAT scan and a CT scan and an MRI and like 4 ultrasounds and 42 blood tests, and I had 4 spinal taps to check my brain to see if it was all gone, and they're like, oh, it's perfectly fine. And like, I know this sounds like a sad story, like, oh, poor me, but it's not supposed to be like that or sound like that. It's just supposed to let people out there know that if you're going through anything, it does get better, it will get better. I've just been recently gay bashed in my community by my ex-boyfriend online and stuff. I've been getting it all the time. I still get it. But you need to realize that if people are taking time out of their day to make fun of you or to judge you or do anything like that, be thankful. At least they're giving you attention out of the day that they're having, because it takes a lot for people to look up from their phones or to stop what they're doing and at least say even hi or something to you. I've walked past people in the mall all the time that I've known, or I do know, and they don't say hi or anything. They just walk by and I'm like, okay, it's great to know that we were friends and now we're not, or you just don't want to talk to me. Like, even though you seem like you might not think it's important at the time to say hi to someone that you know, it's a good thing to do because at least you show them that you still care, you're still there. I know that we all have 5 million thousand things running through our mind every day, but if you see someone you know, even if you like them or you don't, like, just say hello or say I hope you have a good day or how you're doing or anything like that, because in this world we never know how long we have or how much time we are taking away from doing things. Like right now, this vlog is taking time out of my day to be with the people that I love, but I'm still going to broadcast to the world about how much I love everyone here because, as I said, you never know how much time you got. I thought I was laying on my deathbed last year and I wasn't. So I don't want to make my vlogs like 5 million thousand hours long because that takes a lot of time to watch. So I'll probably be back on again to make another one. But at this time I want you to know that if anything ever happens, or if you ever feel like you're in a rut that you just don't know what to do, I want you to be able to shoot me a message on Instagram or on Facebook or find my Twitter or do anything like that, just to be like, hey, someone out there really does want to talk to me. They want to have something to do with me. Because I know what it's like to be in the rough spots and in the shady spots of life, and when you have somebody else to do it with you, it does get better. It's a lot easier. Anyway, I do hope you guys have a fantastic day. Please follow me on Instagram, JackFrost237. Find me on Twitter. Find me on Facebook. But I just want to say, have a great day and keep smiling. Bye.